Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is me sharing with you how I grew my cantaloupe melons from seed. Okay, cantaloupe melons from seed. So basically last year I bought basically a cantaloupe melon from my supermarket, okay, and I dried the seeds. Okay, I ate the fruit, of course, and then I dried the seeds, okay, and I packaged it in an envelope. This is the envelope, and I labeled it, okay. I labeled it so that I would know when it was time to sow exactly what I'm sowing. Okay, so this is another way of basically making seeds available. If you are going to be planting your own food, this is another way. This is the alternative way of making your seeds available, so that you don't have to necessarily be buying seeds from the stores like this. Okay, however, on the rare occasions where you can't find the actual plant that you're looking to grow, you can actually buy the seeds like I bought these ones. Okay, so let me show you how I normally do it. Now how I normally do it, this is how I did it. Okay, this is the first time I'm actually growing cantaloupe melons. Okay, I wanted to see how it's going to fare out, how it's going to be looking like, and I am pleasantly surprised. So I just filled out my planting pot like so, but of course it was a bigger size, and then I just put a few seeds, okay, like that amount of seeds in to my pot. I think I'll do this one, yeah. Okay, let me do that, and basically just popped it. You don't need to press it in or anything like that. Just literally loosely pop them in like that. Okay, you spread it out and then covered it with compost. Okay, loosely cover it with compost like that. And once it was all covered, then I took a polythene like this, because I do have propagators, but it's for the seedlings. I don't have a bigger propagator, so I cover it to give it that create that warm vacuum that will allow my crops to germinate in there. Once I'm done, like I did this one, okay, I just pop it on top of my fridge, because my kitchen is the most constant temperature in my house, apart from my bathroom and my living room, and yeah, those are the most consistent temperature like throughout my house. Because we're in the UK, it's winter. Well, we're just coming out of winter into spring now. Temperature tends to fluctuate, but because I cook in my kitchen and I also have a heater in my kitchen, it keeps the temperature constant. And then on top of my fridge, of course, the heat from the back of my fridge will and the sides of my fridge will basically keep it nice and constant temperature. So then I leave it for roughly 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks. But because I didn't know, because this is the first time I'm growing this this particular fruit, I didn't know how long it would take, but literally it took a week. No, it took 2 weeks to germinate. So then once I look through, you'll see that once you look over your what's it called, over here, you'd see that it started to germinate, because this would rise up, so you know that it's germinated. So you just take it off like I've done so. Okay, and I've got quite a few pots, so several pots here, and then you just leave it to grow, and just keep an eye on it and keep watering it as and when it needs it. So roughly I water my plants like roughly 3 to 4 days, and keep them moist and all of that good stuff, so that they're growing nicely. So then now I just pop them back on. Once I've opened that, I pop them back on, so that onto the fridge, so that they get used to the temperature of the room, and before I pop them on the windowsill or put them in the greenhouse. Okay, so that is literally it. I do have 2 books that are launching this year in December. Basically, it's the Planting for Food book series, which is Planting for Food Indoor Sowing, which is all about sowing indoors, such as I'm doing now in plant pots. Okay, planting pots. And then the second one is Planting for Food Outdoor Sowing, okay, which is to do with your allotments, your garden, and if you're outside of the UK, that would be your farm. Okay, so that is what that book is all about. So they are going to, once they're launched in December, they'll be available in all my online stores, which are Etsy, Amazon, eBay, as well as my personal online store, www.anpochen.com. You can find it on that personal website of mine, and that's where you'll be able to purchase them. And also, if you don't want to do it that route, you can send me a personal DM requesting for a copy of the book, of course at the same price as my online stores. Okay, so that is it, guys. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. Any questions to do with growing your own food, put it in the comment section, and I'll respond to you accordingly. Other than that, have a good day, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.